3. Cha, cha, 1, 2, 3. I think for you, the biggest thing that will help you, especially if you're in the beginning, is working on feet. And where am I placing my feet? How big of a step do I need to take? Is my foot turned out? When I'm coming out for a New Yorker, like, is my front foot too far away from my back foot? You don't want it together. This would be what we call a check, which is different. But in New Yorker, you'll take a step forward. So you don't want to take too large of a step, but you also don't want to take too small, because then you're here and you're very stiff. You can't really do any hip action. Okay. So there's like an optimal kind of sized foot step, which is different for each person based on their height. So for you, it would be about shoulder width apart, and for you, it would be the biggest thing would be learning not to take these massive, large steps that you're very used to doing.
Yeah.
So it'll be very difficult. Yes.
Okay.
And making sure that we're on the toes. I ran track cross country, but I ran distance, so I don't know about really throwing.
For throwing, you're on your feet, but your heels can't touch.
Yes,
Like,
you want your
so
heels
you're like
on the ground.
this.
Yes.
That's what causes heel spur, because this tendon gets tight, because you're constantly
Mhm.
like this, going.
Right. But if the problem with you have to have your heels on the ground, but you don't really put weight into the heels. Because what'll happen is, like, if you're up here, right? So I can dance all of this in just on my toes, but I'm very up, and I'm not stable in my feet, and so my feet are moving when they're not supposed to be. Whereas if I'm grounded into my heels, then I'm much more stable on my foot, and especially for ladies who do turning and spinning and blah, 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 whatever else. If you're also doing that and also not coming down to stabilize yourself, you'll be everywhere. You'll also get very dizzy, very quickly. Cool?
Yep.
Let's try. So we have 1, 2, 3. Cha, cha, 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 1, small step. Cha, cha, 1, small step. Cha, cha, 1, small step. Cha, cha, 1, 2, 3. Cha, cha, 1. Good. And you had the turnout, which was good, just like we were working on the rumba.
Okay.
So cha-cha and rumba are very transferable. A lot of things you work on in cha-cha, you also work on in rumba, which is why at competitions you'll see the two dances paired in a lot of events. Jive is its own thing, samba's its own thing. They're just doing their thing, whatever. But cha-cha and rumba, like if you learn something like body action, like hip action, in like one of the dances, you can very well transfer it into the other dance. Okay, so that's very nice. Cool.
Yep.
Have you worked on the Van Happy stick in cha-cha? No. Okay. Well, let's do that. Okay. So we have 1. It's the same as the rumba, except now you have these 4 and 1. 2, 3, cha-cha, 1. Now I got you. Now you'll do your foot close. 2, 3.
What?
Yeah. Well, I'll go through your footwork. So you're back here on 2, 3. You're gonna go cha, cha, 1. So you do what they call a lock step. So you have a foot forward, your toe's gonna come back to the heel, and then you're gonna push up. Okay? So here we have 2, 3, cha, cha, cha. And then we're just gonna walk. 2, 3, we're gonna turn on that right foot, and we're just gonna do our chasse, cha-cha to the side. Cha, cha, cha. So now we're here. We're gonna do our foot close thing. 2, step 3. Now we're gonna do a forward lock again with the right foot, and we're gonna go cha, cha, cha. And then we're gonna walk. 2, 3, and then we lock back with the left foot. Cha, cha, cha. So it's the same footwork as the rumba, just now because we have this 4 and 1, you throw in the lock and the chasse. Absolutely. So we're back with the right foot. 2, 3, lock, 4, and 1. We step 2 and turn on 3. Chasse to the side. Now we close 3, lock 4, and 1. Step two, turn, three, and cha, cha, cha. One more time.
Yeah.
We're on back, three, and lock, four, and one. Step two, turn, three, and chasse to the side, and two, three, lock, four, and one. Walk, two, turn, three, and cha, cha, cha.
Okay.
Okay, try it together. So one, back, two, three, lock, four, and one. Step two, turn, three, chasse, four, and one. Close, three, lock, four, and one. Two, turn, three, and lock, and lock. Just like that. More time. Yeah. One, two, three. Cha, cha, 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 one, two. Perfect. Except when you did the, so you did the foot thing, right? You step. This was all perfect. When you take these two steps, you took two larger steps. You got too far.
Oh, okay.
Small steps. One, two, three. Cha, cha, one, two, three. Cha, cha, one, two, three. Cha, cha, one, two, three. Good. Cha, cha, one. One more time. And one, two, three. Cha, cha, one, two, three. Cha, cha, one, two, three. Cha, cha, one, two, three. And cha, cha, one. Nice.
And then that's right back into the basic with that.
Yeah?
Right. That makes sense.
Cool?
Yeah.
Oh, shall we go?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Anything else you'd like?
No, I'm good.
So I'll give you some notes that you can work on. So big things to work on. Step size. Making sure that, we're keeping our step size small. Now, when you're in your smooth and your waltz or whatever, like, yes, large steps. As large as you can make them. Here, gotta keep it very small. Because if you don't have the small steps, you can't add the hip action onto it. Okay? Which the hip action is very important for the last dance. Okay? Making sure that we have that turnout in the foot. Okay? So when we're coming across for our New Yorkers, yes, the turnout in the foot, that would be the first, easiest way that the judges can look at that. So when you open up, I mean, yeah, they'll look at like you and your upper body, but like if they don't see that, big no-no. Okay? But even when you're in all of like these steps too, and you're not opened out, you still need to keep that turnout all the time. Okay? Those are big things. Make sure that we keep the shoulders back. Okay? Yeah, you want the weight, your weight on your shoulders, on like the shoulder blades. Okay. So like you just roll your shoulders back and then settle them. Yes. In Latin or in rhythm, the dances are very gender stereotyped. So the ladies are supposed to look very feminine and very sassy and very whatever, and the gentleman is supposed to look very masculine. Okay? And so one way that this is done is so like as you bring these shoulders down, your chest is now more prominent and more forward. And so it's much easier to tell if a lady does not have her weight on her shoulders and her shoulders back than it is for a gentleman, because then the whole front will just collapse forward. Okay? So gotta keep this back. Cool. And it'll also help, it'll make more sense with the movements. You won't feel like your limbs are flying everywhere. And your partner will also be able to lead you better, because then he can feel your body weight through the arms. Okay. So now it's not like your arms are just these random limbs flying around, but instead they are connected to the body. And so when he turns you, or he changes his hand position, that will fully turn you, as opposed to you being like, I guess you're doing this. I'm not quite sure. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Lunch.
Hello.
Wait.
I see that you're using my water bottle.
Oh!